Which body is responsible for scrutinizing the actions of the UK government on behalf of citizens? A. The Supreme Court. B. Parliament. C. The Civil Service. D. Local councils. Answer: B. Parliament holds the government to account through debates, questions, and committee work. What is the main purpose of the UK's uncodified constitution? A. To exist as a single written document. B. To be enforced only by courts. C. To be formed from laws, conventions, and practices. D. To apply only to England. Answer: C. The UK Constitution is made up of statutes, conventions, common law, and authoritative works rather than one single document. Which event directly led to the signing of the Magna Carta in 1215? A. The Norman Conquest. B. A dispute between the King and Parliament. C. Rebellion by barons against the King's power. D. The Black Death. Answer: C. The Magna Carta was signed after barons rebelled against King John's misuse of power. Who appoints members of the House of Lords? A. The Prime Minister only. B. The monarch on advice of the Prime Minister and an independent commission. C. The public through elections. D. The Supreme Court. Answer: B. Life peers are appointed by the monarch following recommendations from the Prime Minister and the House of Lords Appointments Commission. What is the primary role of the Prime Minister? A. Head of State. B. Head of the Judiciary. C. Head of Government. D. Leader of the Opposition. Answer: C. The Prime Minister leads the government and is responsible for policy and administration. Which UK election determines the composition of the House of Commons? A. Local council elections. B. General elections. C. Referendums. D. European elections. Answer: B. Members of the House of Commons are elected during general elections. What age must a person be to stand as a candidate in a UK parliamentary election? A. 16. B. 18. C. 21. D. 25. Answer: B. The minimum age to stand for election to Parliament is 18. Which country joined the United Kingdom last? A. England. B. Scotland. C. Wales. D. Northern Ireland. Answer: D. Northern Ireland became part of the UK in 1921. What does the term rule of law mean in the UK? A. Laws are made only by judges. B. Everyone is subject to the same laws. C. The monarch is above the law. D. Laws apply only to citizens. Answer: B. The rule of law means that no one is above the law and it applies equally to all. Which responsibility belongs to local councils rather than central government? A. Defense. B. Foreign policy. C. Refuse collection. D. Immigration. Answer: C. Local councils manage services such as waste collection, housing, and local planning. Which UK national flag combines the crosses of England, Scotland, and Ireland? A. St George's Cross. B. St Andrew's Cross. C. The Union flag. D. The Red Ensign. Answer: C. The Union flag, often called the Union Jack, represents the Union of England, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. What is the main function of the Supreme Court of the United Kingdom? A. To create new laws. B. To manage prisons. C. To be the highest court of appeal. D. To advise Parliament. Answer: C. The Supreme Court is the final court of appeal for civil and criminal cases. Which document protects fundamental rights in the UK through domestic law? A. Bill of Rights 1689 only. B. Human Rights Act 1998. C. Magna Carta. D. European Union treaties. Answer: B. The Human Rights Act 1998 incorporates rights from the European Convention on Human Rights into UK law. What is the main role of the civil service? A. To create political policies. B. To advise ministers and implement government decisions. C. To oppose government actions. D. To run elections. Answer: B. Civil servants provide impartial advice and carry out government policies. Which movement was closely linked to the campaign for votes for women in the early 20th century? A. Chartism. B. Suffragettes. C. Abolitionists. D. Trade unionists. Answer: B. The suffragette movement actively campaigned for women's right to vote. What is the main purpose of a UK referendum? A. To elect MPs. B. To appoint judges. C. To allow voters to decide on a specific issue. D. To pass new laws automatically. Answer: C. Referendums ask the public to vote directly on a particular question. Which UK city is traditionally associated with the Industrial Revolution? A. Oxford. B. Manchester. C. Cambridge. D. Bath. Answer: B. Manchester became a centre of industry and manufacturing during the Industrial Revolution. What is the legal drinking age in the UK? A. 16. B. 17. C. 18. D. 21. Answer: C. The legal age to buy alcohol in the UK is 18. Which patron saint is associated with Wales? A. St. George. B. St. Andrew. C. St. Patrick. D. St. David. Answer: D. St. David is the patron saint of Wales. What is the purpose of the National Health Service, NHS? A. To provide private healthcare. B. To provide free healthcare funded by taxation. C. To insure citizens for healthcare costs. D. To regulate hospitals only. Answer: B. The NHS provides healthcare free at the point of use, funded mainly through taxation. Which UK holiday commemorates the end of World War I? A. Victory Day. B. Remembrance Day. C. Armistice Day. D. Commonwealth Day. Answer: C. Armistice Day on the 11th of November marks the end of World War I. What is the main role of the Mayor of London? A. To represent the UK internationally. B. To control Parliament. C. To manage London-wide services such as transport. D. To appoint MPs. Answer: C. The Mayor of London oversees strategic services including transport and policing. Which British invention is associated with Tim Berners-Lee? A. The telephone. B. The steam engine. C. The World Wide Web. D. The television. Answer: C. Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web while working in the UK. What is the minimum age to vote in a UK general election? A. 16. B. 17. C. 18. D. 21. Answer: C. Voters must be at least 18 years old to vote in a UK general election. Which value is considered fundamental to British society? A. Absolute monarchy. B. Collective punishment. C. Individual liberty. D. Mandatory military service. Answer: C. Individual liberty is a core British value, alongside democracy, tolerance, and the rule of law.